Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show in New York City. I was here to do a show in Philly, which was great. Thank you to everybody for coming out to Parks Casino, and I'm at the Miami Improv November 17th through the 19th. And this is our final guest of the year. The rest are we're back to solo episodes, but we wanted to get you in.
Thanks.
Ari Shaffir.
Thanks, buddy. Tell the truth. Park Casino full of fat, disgusting people, though, right? I mean, casino people are like gutter.
The people that came, Fat Tracy,
Okay.
hosted the show. She brought in
Yeah.
4 or 5 women after the show to take a photo. One woman had a gold chain, like the one Mr. T used to wear,
Oh.
tied around her fupa. I mean, the most disgusting, but I'm sure the rest of the audience was lovely, but that one woman, I mean, it was wild, but full of life.
Oh, no, they're having a good time.
They're having a good
Yeah,
time.
they're out at a casino.
Yeah.
Eating their $11.99 meals.
You're special. I have had 3 different people call me and go, this thing is so fucking good.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's amazing. You worked on it for 5 years. It has a theme. The theme is Jews.
The theme is taken over.
The theme
JM.
is Jews. It couldn't be more relevant right now.
I feel like people just discovered us because of Kanye put us over.
Yeah.
The way P. Diddy would do with Mace.
Yeah. Why did you want to do an hour about the most hated group of people on earth?
I like to stir the pot, I guess. That's a good question. I went to Edinburgh. They all do these dumb fucking theme hours, and they're so bad at it. They
Yeah.
always get serious for so long.
Well, it's always like an hour is like I was misgendered at a fruit stand.
Yeah, or somebody's doing it from a treadmill the whole time, or it's
Yeah.
just like some weird thing. I was misgendered at first. It's the end of my life.
Right.
Someone in a text thread called me retarded,
And that's
I
an
don't know.
hour.
yeah, it's an hour about this one nothing moment. They always try to over push the drama, and then you get Miss Pat who just skates by her rape. You
Right.
don't even like. Wait, what did she just say?
Yeah. She was hit with a dump truck,
Yeah.
and she doesn't even really dwell on it.
Well, the dump truck didn't do fair well.
Right. It's a good point.
Yeah.
What
I'd
what
rather
what
be
was it
that.
about? Were you just like, I wanna? How Jewish even are you? I don't even think of you as that. You look very Jewish, but I don't think of you as a committed Jew.
I'm out. That's the deal. I'm out. I'm not committed at all. I don't give a shit about those people. I do. I care about them a little bit, but like, you know,
You have to.
cultural. That's it. I look for bargains,
Yeah.
little things you can't shake, from your childhood. You must see like a construction company and you go, oh, fuck, I could own that.
Yeah, I mean, my people are Irish, so I feel a kinship with my people,
Yeah.
100%.
I'm at Long Island.
On Long Island, I feel a kinship with criminals and people that do prescription drugs.
Yeah,
Yes.
contractors.
No, but I feel the people that you grew up around are the people that you love.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. So I just wanted to show everybody what they were.
And what are they?
They're just like everybody else, just
That's
one step
not
off.
true.
They're better. We value education.
Yeah.
We're not born intelligent. It might be genetic. Let's be honest. There's not gonna be any studies on it. But we are smarter.
Aren't the IQs of Ashkenazi Jews very high?
Extremely high. I mean, is that any surprise?
No.
Bro, Woody Allen wrote his own movies. A lot of these guys just take on someone else's project. You think Michael Bay even knows how to write? No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He just does special effects. Yeah, we're extremely intelligent. We value education. We stick to ourselves. We fucking, raise our kids right.
When you hear Kanye throw out all these things, it's collusion, the people they're working together against the others. Do you understand at all where he comes from?
Yeah, we help ourselves. We all went to Jewish dentists and stuff.
Right.
It's just support. This is what fucking Killer Mike says about black people.
Right.
How come you don't support each other's business? So we're like, yeah, we know. We figured it out.
There seems to be a tough relationship between Jewish music executives and black performers.
Yeah, here's why. We designed everything they do. That do-rag that 50 Cent had, that's Jew designed.
Really?
We choose all that shit. They run it by us, and then we chose we do market research, and we just figure out what's the best. Milli Vanilli, it was all Jews who were singing this stuff.
Right.
We've just planned it, but we know we're not cool looking. And also, yeah, we kill it in the management industry. You know why? Why comedy managers and agents are Jews? Why the because you need to have someone funneling you money the first 3 years when you're not making any money.
Right.
Who else could afford that? Only rich.
Right.
No.
Well, that's good.
Follow your dream.
These are all good things.
Good things.
But here's the thing also.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with Jews
Yeah.
on Long Island.
Oh, there's tons.
Whom I love.
Yeah.
Loud.
They're a little loud.
Obnoxious.
Complainy, for sure.
Complainers.
Yeah.
But you need, in an area where there are no Jews and Italians, there's no good food because WASPs will not complain because they don't want to look a waiter in the eye because they feel so above them. They don't even complain. A Jewish person will
go back there.
Yes.
We'll go back there. Hey, no.
Right.
So switch it. Yeah, absolutely. I was in the Galapagos, and the guy was like, I mentioned I was Jewish. He goes, is that like Israeli? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, I've had 3 Israelis stay here, and they just go to the kitchen. They just go and cook themselves stuff in our
right.
And I'm like, yeah. Why would we wait?
Why is there so much anti-Semitism?
It's kind of like where people hate the Patriots.
Right. They win.
They win.
Right.
Yeah. No one hates Cambodians.
No, I'm kidding. I don't even know.
You know? Yeah. There is a lot. I saw Brian Holtzman. You know Holtzman, right?
Of course.
He saw some Jewish lady in the front row. He goes, what are you, Jewish? She goes, yeah. He goes, why does everybody hate you?
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. He goes, hey, you think you'd ask? If everybody hated me, I might ask.
Is the hour about being a Jew?
All of it. Being a Jew, what Judaism is, the laws, the history, the Bible stories.
Where does Judaism come from? I'm genuinely curious.
Like God,
who was the first Jew?
Good question. I guess Abraham.
Right.
Yeah. Abraham was Abraham was the first Jew. Before that, everybody was equal. Do you know you go to heaven without even having to do what we do?
Well, you don't believe in heaven.
I don't.
Jews don't.
Jews, no, we believe in heaven. We don't believe in hell.
Oh.
Purgatory. We got purgatory only.
I'm a Christian, which is a perfected Jew, because Jesus came. Ann Coulter said that once.
Oh.
Jesus came and said, I'm dying for your sins.
Yeah.
And you guys said, did you guys do it or did the Romans kill Jesus? Who killed Jesus?
We don't get our hands dirty.
Right, it's a good point.
Yeah, who built the deck? Oh, I built the deck in my house. I built a new. No, Mexicans did it.
When you go to Israel, do you feel a kinship? Do you feel, because when I go to Dublin, Ireland, I go, yeah, I see everyone looks like a potato. I get it.
Pasty faced. Yeah, for sure. They're so much tougher there, though.
Yeah.
They're living in the fucking on the edge all the time. You been there ever?
Never.
You got to do one of those. You're too dirty to go on one of those gigs. I am too.
They're living on the edge because of what?
War. Any moment, there's going to be a fucking bombing in a discotheque. You know, Tel Aviv, the settlement.
In Israel?
Yeah, what are you
I
talking
haven't heard about this. The Middle East?
They're so calm. I heard an old prime minister or whatever, he said, what's the problem in the Middle East? And he goes, America's looking at it like, oh, we'll trade you some land for peace, whatever. And he goes, gold or whatever you don't want to do to trade. He goes, they're operating on a different thing. They go, our God told us to kill you.
Right.
You can't really negotiate.
How do you fix that? And I won't hold you to this, but
many people say kill them all.
Right.
I don't.
Right. You mean, and them all, you mean the Palestinians.
They both think the same way.
Right.
Yeah. They're both like, well, who's them all?
Have you gone to the Gaza Strip?
No, I go by there. They used to take you on buses, armed cars, bars in the windows. Rocks would start throwing at you. It was crazy. It's the fucking front lines.
Yeah.
It's 20 years ago. Last time I went to places like that. But
is it fair what Israel did? No,
it's terrible. It's terrible, dude. Those people live poor. I mean, it comes from a place. There's real war. We took them over from fucking Jordan, and Jordan's like, we don't want them.
Right.
He's like, come get your refugees back. They're like, nah, they're your problem now. Imagine if Mexico attacked and we drove them back, 50 yards, and we're like, all right, well, these are all yours. Mexico's like, nah, take all those Tijuanans.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing.
Yeah.
Because
it's best not to think about it. Bury your head in the sand is the best way to go.
One viewpoint is the viewpoint that I have, which is I don't care.
That's me.
I'm unaffected.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to fix it. I don't have any opinion on how to fix it.
Yeah, that's the viewpoint.
That's the viewpoint.
And it's like homelessness. And the people are like, well, how did you fix it? I'm like, I'm not in charge of that.
Right.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Here's a
comic.
thought. Get a home, you nut. I mean, these people without homes, it's insane.
You want to live in Manhattan so bad. You can't live here. The prices are too high.
Haven't you seen the movies where people are in a house with a fire? Doesn't that look better than that tent? You nut. They're goons.
You think the first person to give them a tent be like, oh, I have an idea. I have an old tent. I'll give it to like they didn't used to have
I don't
tents.
even believe these people are homeless. I think they're just making a point.
What's the point?
They're like fucking, I don't know. They want to be special.
Outlaws.
They want to be special. So they're like, oh, I live in a tent. And you're like, we get it.
But it's not even special anymore. Everybody's doing it. It's like being into Alanis the first year.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of homelessness. I won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate any discussion of it. I will pretend it doesn't exist until I am homeless very soon.
You ever go to another city where homeless is new? And then some homeless guy will come up and talk to you, just like ignore him and keep talking. People are like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, practice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a pro at it now.
LA's got 40,000 homeless people.
Is that true?
They're a voting block
They have a Kansas City of homeless?
in LA. Wow. But you ignore it.
They don't vote.
They don't vote.
No. You should buy their votes at swing places. Didn't they do that?
They have ticks and they won't show up and they're foaming at the mouth. They're all on fentanyl.
Yeah, if they organized, that's probably their biggest problem, though. They're not organized.
There's got to be a few sober homeless people that are like, man, I'm really missing out.
They have weed homeless in L.A. They don't hang out with the heroin homeless.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're like, nah, those people are
How are
animals.
you homeless from getting high?
Those dabs, bro.
I mean, damn, that was a strong edible.
Yeah.
You're homeless for smoking weed?
Just forgot to keep forgetting to pay the rent.
What a fucking embarrassing thing to say.
Let's go for meth.
Dude, I went to rehab for Percocet, and I was embarrassed because everybody else was like oxys.
You went to rehab for Percocet?
Yeah,
How
heroin.
How good is Percocet?
It's amazing, but it was gay. Like when I was in there, everybody's like, I'm an oxy cotton addict. I'm a heroin addict. I'm a crackhead. And I'm like, I do Percocet. They're like, oh, you're gay. That's how I figured out I was gay. They were like, you're gay.
Oh, and you started to examine it. You're like, maybe.
They're like, you're a dumb faggot. No, I'm kidding. I knew before that.
Yeah. I wonder with the homeless, it's like, yeah. Do you ever just see one of those people like start to kill them? You know, when there's like a rash of it and everyone kind of like, we're going to ignore this story.
Oh, I've never seen that.
There's like 10 people have shown up murdered in the last 3 days.
Well, they
Homeless.
start fires. And I'm not judging them.
It's camping. If you're going to camp, you got to have a campfire.
But they start fires and in California, they burn things down.
Like what? Valuable things?
Well, they start
the Kodak
fires.
Theater?
They start massive fires that burn down all these houses.
Good.
Well,
It's just a bunch of actors.
it's a way to think. But Joe Rogan was up there and he had to be evacuated.
Well, they had fucking fires before the homeless, too.
Sure. But
Wait, they started the forest fires?
Yeah.
Oh.
Climate change is homeless people
Yeah.
fucking around.
Yeah. They're bringing back the plague.
That's the majority of what it is. Nobody wants to admit it.
Nobody wants to admit it. They call it pollution for businesses.
They're
but
like,
not
oh,
that.
it's the fucking whatever. It's homeless people start fires for fun because they're bored.
And then they don't care. They don't have a community to protect.
They don't care.
They just march away.
And they leave.
Interesting. You heard it here first.
That's what's going on. It's true. Everything is true.
How long did you go to rehab for?
I went to rehab so I was supposed to go for like 28 days, but they cut me off because my insurance said he's going to be okay. So 7 days. 7.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you know you were like, I gotta go? This is too much.
I was at a point when I said I should give this a shot.
Give rehab a shot.
Give it a shot.
Because you couldn't stop?
Well, I didn't want to.
Right.
But then I knew I had to. And I'm like, if I don't give it a shot, I'll regret it.
Yeah, before it's too late.
Yeah. And I wanted to go and you feel as a drug addict, you feel like there's certain things you should do. And one of them's go to a rehab.
Also, it's cool.
It's amazing.
It's cool to say you went to rehab.
It's badass.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things about myself is that I went to rehab.
Yeah.
All the time I bring it up. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You ever get sad?
Yeah.
But you know what happens?
What?
Sometimes you just don't want to go to therapy in person.
It's too hard to put pants on.
Oh my God. You know that there's a thing you can do online where you can get help?
No, there's not. I've heard it there, but you got to drive down there. You're wrong.
No, it's called BetterHelp. Ari, if you're feeling sad, navigating life's challenges can make you feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent.
My special's out. Full of anxiety. Will people watch it? Will people like it? I need to talk to someone.
But if you go to BetterHelp, that's BetterHelp, BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/TimD, you will get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/TimD. And here's the
Tim D.
deal. Here's the deal, Ari.
Yeah.
If you don't like a therapist, you can get another one.
You could just swap them out.
It's not a big deal.
You don't have to tell them, hey, I want to see somebody else. Like these dumb fucking chicks, you got to be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly.
You
It's
just
so
ghost
easy.
them.
I went to rehab.
That's cool as shit.
It's cool.
It's such a fucking rock star thing.
Of course.
He had to be sent to rehab.
Having a drug problem or being mentally ill is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest things you can do. Being a boring piece of shit who goes to work every day and fucking pays his fat family's bills is gay. Going to rehab. Being a junkie.
It's so cool.
It is.
Being out in the street, you're just like, damn, especially in the summer.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Way to go, bro.
If you're a kid.
Outlaw.
If you're a kid right now and you're listening to this show.
Start
using drugs with the idea that one day you'll go to rehab.
Yeah, you can just clean it up. Do you have parents that both work? Do you have a second car you hope? You'll be taken care of.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Here's the deal. 2 of the people I went to rehab with are now dead.
Really?
Yes.
From what? Killing it so hard?
Drugs.
No.
Drugs.
What happened to the rehab?
They still did drugs after the rehab.
That's one of the big issues with rehab.
Well, yeah.
They're like viewed as taking a break instead
No,
of
they
stopping.
left the rehab and their tolerances went down.
That's what happened to Philip Seymour Hoffman.
That's right.
He's doing his fucking college heroin when you got to do your old man heroin.
That's right.
You can't go right to your same dosage.
You get out of rehab.
Did they not tell him? Did they not tell you? He goes, they should go, when you relapse, Tim.
Yeah.
Go half.
I actually didn't. Like when I got out of rehab,
Yeah.
I was good.
For how long?
I got into comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like recent.
No,
Oh.
recent. What do you mean? I
I don't know. I thought I just heard you went to rehab.
I haven't touched a
I was like,
drink.
I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I haven't touched a drink in 12 years.
It's because you're a loser.
I have things to do.
Yeah, fair. Building an empire.
12 years
renting out someone
What are
else's
you,
studio.
nuts?
Renting out the lowest level studio in New
Yeah,
York.
building an empire, sitting in a basement. But what am I going to do? You know, it's a great studio. Every time I come here, I try to give. I pay the producer.
Yeah.
I don't pay a studio rental fee, which is nice.
Best not to.
It's best not to.
Don't give it up for thanks for that guy.
Yeah, and I love Luis Gomez.
Cut that.
And that's why we support this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't done anything in 12 years.
Wait.
You thought I was in rehab like last week?
When did you started comedy out of rehab?
Yeah.
I know the way you said it. I was like, damn, it's so fucking cool.
I may go to rehab now because now
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what if I go without a problem?
Also, money rehab, the rehab you'll get now,
Oh
the
my
yoga
God.
classes, the massages, the tropical fruit.
Can you go to rehab for being fat?
Ooh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's fat rehab.
Yeah.
So I'll go to fat rehab.
You can also just go to a resort
But then,
and just have a great time and get fatter.
yeah, but if you go to rehab, they'll make you less fat.
You think so?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
If you go to fat rehab.
Yeah, you go to drug rehab, they make you less drugs. 2 out of 3 dead.
If I go to drug rehab sober already, I'm just going to eat because no one will judge you. I'll just smoke cigarettes and eat. I want to go to fat rehab.
Yeah, you should.
Have you ever thought, because you do
What would
lots
they do?
of
What
drugs.
would they do? Just celery all day?
They
Ugh.
give you like juices.
You eat better at a drug rehab, probably.
Yeah, well, I think in a fat rehab, they'll ask you like, what are your goals? Why are you here? What are the behaviors that we need to stop?
And you just go, being fat.
Right. But now they're like barely allowed to ask that because of the fat activist movement.
Fat shaming.
They can't really ask.
You know how great Americans are? Big fat's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then they go, hey, I don't want to face that, so I'll just make it socially illegal to even mention it. I'll change the law around me.
All of these things that are ridiculous, you end up respecting because at the end of the day, you lose. Like, we're not going to win it. Like this thing with trans kids, you're not going to win. The next generation is all going to be trans. There's nothing you can do about it.
You'd be stupid not to go trans a little bit.
And they're going to be fat and trans. That's it.
Oh, no, fat trans.
Oh,
that's the worst trans. Dress like a model. That's the only benefit. You go, whoa, who's that? And somebody's like, look again. And you go, oh, okay. But they look good.
No.
You can't have them looking bad.
You're going to have fat trans people everywhere in every corner of your vision.
Ugh.
If you can't deal with that, leave America. You're fighting these battles that are they're not going to be won ever.
Trans, don't fight it. From the inside the community. Have an idea that looks are important. We need your trans community to keep us safe.
So you're saying hot trans people?
Yeah,
they should bring back hot.
They dress better than like a heterosexual woman.
Yeah, but there's a new kind of trans which I don't even think you're realizing.
What is it? Disgusting
it's the
trans?
fat trans movement.
Oh, no.
Yes.
These are the unforeseen consequences.
It's the non-binary movement that's not really trans. It's just kind of fat. And they have blue hair, and they like cartoons.
Just and losers.
Well, you said that, but again,
just losers. And they're like, "What are you?" I'm like, "Shut up! I'm trans or something."
Fat, trans, autistic people are going to rule you, and if you don't like it, leave America. And if I was running, I would say that I'd be like, we can't fight these people.
We can't. We have to wipe them out. Kill them all.
If you don't like a 300-pound, gender non-conforming, blue-haired Lord of the Rings fan, that's going to be...
You know what they're going to do? They're going to make votes public, so you can't do a private vote anymore, and then every trans is going to win.
Yeah.
Trans black autism. You're right.
And it should happen.
That's progress.
Because... the energy to fight all of this...
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Enjoy your boat.
Go have fun.
Yeah. This is what I feel about Russia, Ukraine. You're all worried about the fucking nuclear apocalypse. And I'm like, I'm going to be skiing.
My whole attitude is like, I would like to not have one over the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Can we stop pretending we care?
Yeah, make it over like China, Russia.
Something better.
Something better. Somewhere cool. Ukraine, nobody's going there.
Do Jews ever get to a point where people are like, you're fucking cool now?
Yeah, it goes back and forth.
Right.
It really does.
It ebbs and flows.
Yeah. Every fucking picture of a Palestinian, like 12-year-old with an arm missing from a fucking shell going off, that doesn't help.
You guys love to kill the kids.
We do.
You kill these Palestinian kids. I mean, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Barry Weiss came on my show and I said, you know, you bomb schools. And she goes, and we also bomb hospitals. We have to. And I'm like, that's your defense? She goes, because that's where the terrorists are. And it might have been opposite. I might have said hospitals. She might have said we also have to bomb schools. Because she goes, the terrorists all hide in the schools and hospitals.
Yeah,
but you
they
guys
realize
just,
like they're not going to bomb this. And they go, all right.
You just kill these Palestinian children.
Yeah.
I mean,
they don't fight back. It's the easiest one. If you got to pick on somebody, pick on the weak.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
I'm not that offended by it.
The cool thing, it's like you said. I'm not, even when I go there, they're not. It's homeless here.
Here's the only reason I'm not that offended by it. I have an agent. No, I'm kidding. It's not my war. It's not my fight. I don't want children dying.
Yeah.
But like their kids die too, I guess, right?
Yeah. Is there a way to say I don't care without sounding callous?
No.
To mean like
there's no way.
I have no caring for this issue. It's not like I don't care. It's like that's not something I care about.
It actually sounds horrible to everyone listening right now that both of us don't care.
I just got better shit to deal with.
There's no good way.
The bidet in here is amazing.
There's no good way to say the kids are there's armless children running around and I don't care.
Blech. Blech.
What do you think about Israeli food?
Underrated.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, the hummus, harina, falafel, and they're mixing now. They have fusion, Arab and Israeli food.
Is there any truth to these conspiracies that Jews run the world or the media?
Cut that, please.
Is there any
what is that? What do you mean?
I'm asking you.
Who owns the New York Times? Look it up.
The Sulzbergers?
Damn, that sounds Jewish as shit.
Salzburger.
Who owns the
family.
Washington Post? Bezos.
Okay, one guy, one
Yeah.
Gentile.
Yeah, we let one in.
And Gas Digital's run by.
We had Chris Allen at the
well,
fucking.
Ralph is Jewish, right?
No.
Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Lewis is just a Puerto Rican face of this.
Yeah, he's the face. We had Chris Allen at Norman's wedding and was like,
Okay.
oh, here's our not racist. Parade Chris Allen forward.
So there's no truth.
Wait, no.
What about
but
the
it's not like a
Rothschild?
group. It's not like a group.
It is a group.
It's not a group. We're not in cahoots. We just kill it. What do you want us to do? Not kill it?
What about the Rothschilds? They financed both sides in the war and went, you know?
Yeah, I do know.
How about that?
How about that? We turn a profit. What do you
Okay.
want us to do? It's a profitable business, the media.
Okay.
But why would there's anti-Jewish articles? Why would we allow that? Because it doesn't hurt profits.
Right.
Profits are all that
Okay,
matters.
well-
Okay, be anti-Israel. Just be anti-Israel from us. Not even us, from them.
What about these?
I don't know the Rothschilds. What?
Are you a self-hating Jew? Is that what they call you?
Sometimes, right when I got out, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Right.
Yeah. I hate a lot of them. It's a lot of what Kanye said was like, they're this and that. No one said he was wrong. They just told him to be quiet,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a complex and beautiful culture.
I wouldn't say beautiful.
Well, you know, the good
Complex,
things.
I'll
They
give
do
it.
a lot of good things.
The Holocaust Memorial?
Beautiful. Let's get into that Holocaust because here's what I've heard.
Yeah.
This is what I've heard, and I'm just saying this.
Okay, just report on it.
I've heard it was very bad.
So far, no issues.
Okay.
Okay, what else have you heard?
But it wasn't 6. I've heard it wasn't 6. I've heard it was 4.
4.
I've heard it was 4.
That would be a nice exaggeration because if it goes to 200,000 to 6 million, you're like, it's unbelievable. If you go to 4 million, like, we can up this a bit.
I've heard it was 4. I mean, that Woody Allen joke, and the scary thing is records are made to be broken. I mean, isn't he? Can we just say he's a genius and enough already?
He's a genius. He's a genius and worth it.
He
4
did the wrong.
million
No, he did the wrong thing.
by
Clearly,
marrying an actress.
by marrying an actress.
No.
But you know, do you believe it was 6 million?
I don't really know, but it's odd that that's a very even number.
It's strangely even.
It's strangely even. It's like when you get hit with the comedy check, you know, from whatever, and they go, "We had exactly 40 comps. That's what we were allowed. Exactly 40." Like, not 32 through the weekend.
Why does the Holocaust get more attention than the potato famine, which starved and killed many of my people?
Do you know?
I don't know.
Total IQ is lost.
What do you mean?
You nothing lost from the fucking potato famine.
Dude,
Who
the
cares?
Irish,
You're one step
dude,
above the Italian.
We have souls, so we all have stories
Yeah.
and music and stories and like
Shillelaghs are nice.
Blarney.
Yeah.
No, we are the oral history of telling stories and
Keebler.
passing down information is all us.
Okay. Isn't that blacks?
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Blacks tell
are like,
stories in the ships. They tell stories about
I
what it was like
mean-
before.
if they were, you guys were
thought it
making money off it.
Yeah, someone was writing it down.
Yeah,
Like, save this for those movies.
Yeah.
we want to tell this story.
but you,
Yeah, Irish did get started with the story. I love all these dumb fuck cultures. Stavros has the same shit. They all brag about the past, whereas real cultures are bragging about the present. Oh, we started storytelling. What's fucking going on now?
I know the Chinese and the Arabs are the future. That's the fact.
The Chinese are killing it.
But you know the Chinese are going to beat the Jews.
Chinese don't have a problem with us. We're never been at war with the Chinese.
Interesting.
We'll cahoots it till the end of time. What? There's no issues there.
You love Chinese food
Love Chinese.
because you knew. I started taking athletic greens because I wanted better gut health, more energy, optimized immune system. I hated taking pills, vitamins, wanted a supplement that actually tastes great, wanted to see what the hype was about. Now I've been on it for 6 months and I love it. It doesn't taste super healthy.
I mean, do they look at who they're asking to read their shit?
Ari, health has nothing to do with appearance.
It should be.
fucking
Hey, the rest of you, get these. I should be taking these.
It has kind of a mild tropical taste that I look forward to each morning, Ari.
You don't get up in the morning.
So what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, Whole source superfood sources. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune support, vitamin D, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit
I'm listening.
athleticgreens.com/Tim Dillon. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/Tim Dillon to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
We knew it was going to be available, and Chinese do not reciprocate that.
They don't eat like Reubens?
No, they've never had a bagel.
Never.
No, they never had borscht or a fucking kugel.
Interesting.
Yeah, what the
I had Katz Deli the other day. It's amazing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chinese and said I had cats.
No, Jewish food,
Yeah.
delis,
Oh, my God.
smoked fish.
Why such a big sandwich?
I
You
don't
know
know.
what my dad used to do? He'd be like, get me some extra rye bread. And we'd split that sandwich into like 4.
Yeah.
It's so high, you can't even wrap your mouth around it.
How Jewish is that? Splitting it into 4.
Yeah, and the rye bread was free. The extra rye bread. You're not
This
paying for that.
hour that everyone loves, everyone is saying this is a great hour because it's about the Jews.
Oh, I'd never thought of that angle.
Smart, Ari.
I just
Smart.
cut that too. I just thought it was people giving me compliments, but how could they say anything but?
Now, do you think it's because you're a Jewish comedian, you're allowed to have your special name Jew? Like if my special was called Jew?
Ooh.
Or Hey Jew,
Yeah.
it wouldn't even get off the ground.
You know my next special? CD. I'm just going to make it a CD. I talked about it with Sherrod. It's going to be called Too Many Blacks. and the answer is...
What are the responses from the Jewish community to your special?
Mostly they love it. You have an occasional, like, hate speech person that's like, this could mean more anti-Semitism. Losers. Dorks and losers.
Right.
It just brings people together.
But the vast
Brings people together.
majority
They're like, this is great. Thanks for sharing our fucking life experience. All the fucking wig ladies, are like, sick. Nobody talks about us. Not in a fun way.
have you gone into the bowels of the belly of the beast, as you say? Have you gone to Williamsburg where they have the hat? You ever see that furry hat?
Yeah, the Streimel.
What a fucking amazing hat.
It's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful hat.
You know, those cost like $1,500.
I know. Now,
How long till those become hipster staples?
Do you go into that area ever? And
Here's why they are not worried about it. Because you can't get YouTube on your flip phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot. They're like Amish.
Yeah. More or less. They're on their phone all day.
But they're cheating on their wives sometimes. Like
with fat black hookers.
Really?
They love a fat black hooker.
Whoa.
Miss Pat, careful.
A fat black hooker is what a Jewish man wants.
Love it. They love it. It's so far removed from what they're allowed that they feel like, what am I doing?
That's fucking awesome.
Black chicks in general, it's just like, I saw him drop them off in Montreal, right across from Cleopatra. You'd see him late at night just dropping them off because it's like a Streimel, and it's like, this doesn't go. He reads as a rabbi, and that fat black hooker does not read as Jewish. And then she gets out of the car, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's so cool looking.
It's kind of amazing.
It's kind of amazing. Because here's the deal. You're born a freak, you're born a freak. You know what kind of community you were going to get, and you got a freak in the fucking Hasidic Jewish community. You still need it. There's gays, too.
Of course.
And what are they supposed to do?
What do they do?
Hide it. Bathhouse.
Right.
I took my niece to a hike. It was near somewhere in New Jersey. And it was behind this mall, and then woods go. And we saw this dude, 60 years old, comb over. He goes, oh, hey, probably don't take her that way. It's muddy. Go that way. I was like, okay. Go that way. We see 2 other, like, 65, 60-year-old white dudes just sitting, 2 dudes on a bench, later 2 other dudes. And it's a fucking gay, like, Vietnam era. I have my wife at home. Gay hangout in the park.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's like, don't go that way because it gets wild.
If you had not heard that or had not heeded his warning,
we would have seen some scarring stuff.
You would have seen some shit.
Yeah, and there's got to be a Jewish version of that. A place they know where they can go to get
absolutely.
it out. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know about that shit. I don't know.
What do you think about
that.
religion in general?
What a waste of a fucking life.
Interesting.
What a waste of a life.
You know, Rogan had this guy, Matt Walsh, on, and they were talking about
Sounds like a dork.
Gay marriage.
Oh.
And Rogan and him were just debating it, and it's just, you do get to that point with religion where they're like, yeah, I don't have an argument.
What do you mean?
With the gay marriage.
You're not supposed to?
Yeah, it's just wrong. And Rogan's like, well, what should gay people do if they're gay? And then Matt Walsh was like, I don't know, just
Get married.
I don't believe you should have sex or do anything like.
So the Jewish view on gay, on
Yeah.
homosexuality, is that it is an urge, not unlike drunkenness and overeating.
Well, that's what Christians say too. Every
So you just have to- you
fundamentalist
just have to curb
religion.
it.
But most Jewish men in the suburbs are very effeminate. Like it's really wild.
They will touch, they'll massage.
No, but they're like, hello, I'm Barry. Hello, this is my wife. They're like, I'm fully gay, but I'm not. Hello. Like Jewish men are insanely effeminate. I worked at a beach club in Long Island, and these guys would come in, they're like, hello, I'm Howard. I'm Howie.
Yeah, you're right. The way you say it is borderline.
It's absolutely true. It's like, oh, you're gay, but you're not. They're not gay. They're just Jewish.
Because they're so set in it that they just don't care.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Look at you. And then the wives
love
are
the
like
shirt.
more masculine. It's like, I'm Eileen.
They fucking take a cockroach.
Yeah.
crush
They're
it.
like, I'm Eileen. This is my gay husband.
I wonder how much they
Schmool.
fuck. Yeah, it's just like, why are you religious? What are you giving your life to God for? Have some
Well,
fun.
some people need it, Ari. They
Yeah,
need
some people need it.
something.
I had, when I was studying this, I had a friend who became a rabbi, and I asked him for information for the special on YouTube right now. And he's like, I'm not telling you. I was like, what do you mean? You have to. I'm a Jew and you're a rabbi. And I'm asking you about the law. And he goes, no, you're going to use it to mock. I'm not telling you.
Wow.
Told him to get fucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this is
What
their
a piece of
life. They've
shit.
devoted their entire life to this.
I wish there was a moment after death, before lack of afterlife, where they get to realize they were wrong.
How do you know?
They'll never realize they were wrong. Our side will only realize we're wrong if we're wrong.
What a great point.
Yeah, it's unfair.
They'll never know they were wrong.
Yeah, they're either wrong or right. They'll realize if they were right. They won't realize if they were wrong. We'll realize if we were wrong and not if we were right. Unfair.
Well, if we're wrong, how do you think it happens? What happens?
We get up there and God's like Dikembe Mutombo, just like, nah. And we see a fucking down escalator.
What are
and
the
it's like,
chances
fuck.
of that?
I feel like he'd be cool. What did I really do?
Do you think
What did
there's-
I really do? Besides pushing kids every once in a while, or
Yeah.
fucking, hitting a car and then leaving a fake note in the windshield. What did I really do wrong?
Everyone who's governed any country acts like there's no God. The things they do.
Yeah, they
Think
have to.
about it.
You have to.
Anybody
you think
in a
Obama was able to
position
go to
of
church
power.
and not be a complete liar, knowing he blew up a wedding party? Come on, get the fuck out of town.
Do you
You're
think-
godless, or you're a Satanist. If you're a Satanist, I get it.
Do you think there's an afterlife?
No. Do you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really care.
There might be
I'm beyond
something.
atheism or agnosticism. I don't care.
I mean, how do you not care?
Because it's like, whatever it is, it is. I got no control over it. Same as this fucking nuclear holocaust. I got no control over it. I don't
But
want to worry about it.
You don't want to. You don't
It's a dumb
want
argument.
Would you like there to be an afterlife?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, you keep living forever. What I really like is like Elvin, where you just live for like 1,000 years.
Like an elf?
Yeah, you just keep living and living. All your friends get old, die. You just kind of you age like a year every 100.
That would be amazing. Wouldn't life get boring?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Imagine if you live in a life like an ant where your whole life is over like 6 months. And you'd be like, well, now imagine it's over 40, 50, 60 years. You'd be like, that'd get boring. You get used to it. You'd have a new scale.
Wow.
You'd watch your friends get old, die. New technology would come in. You'd have new friends. It'd be pretty fucking sick.
But then at the end, it would be so wild.
What do you mean at the end? Like in
Meaning
year,
at
like,
the end of this life
2870?
that you've lived,
Yeah,
after you've seen all this stuff,
yeah.
wouldn't it get sad and lonely? Because there's nobody left to talk about the things that you experienced.
No, they don't want to hear you. You'd be like one of those celebrities holding court. No, everyone would just be listening to you. Yeah, it would get lonely. You ever talk to like a rich, famous comedian and you're just talking at us?
It's yeah.
Yeah, or a rock star or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it, you're our betters. But like, man, aren't you lonely? Don't you want some back and forth?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's lonely at the top, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Not at the top of rehab.
No.
I want to go to rehab.
I would love if there was.
Do you think it's rehabs for Jews?
Oh,
Quit
sure
being
there
such a
are.
fucking
Dude, sure
whiny
there
piece
are.
of shit.
No, there's rehabs for Jewish people that have problems.
No. I don't mean like Jewish-based. I mean rehab to not be so Jewish.
There should be.
It should be, yeah.
Where they bring in like, hi, it's Christine Evans. How are you?
Part owner of this place. Yeah, there should be.
So she interrupts the show. It's nice. Interrupts the whole show.
We had a flow going. I don't even know what we're
She's
talking
not Jewish, right?
about. No.
That's
Opposite. Armo.
that is correct. So what is the opposite of Jewish? Because I don't feel like I'm the opposite. I don't
you're
want to
not.
be the opposite.
You're not. It's like the opposite of hungry thirsty, or is the opposite of hungry not hungry?
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I think the opposite of Jewish is like a worm or something.
You're saying she's the opposite because she's retarded.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah. The Armenian part is just like
Yeah, I get it.
It's also
What do you want people to take away from this special? Do you
laughs, buddy. Just laughs.
What about to convert?
No, we don't want you.
Why?
You're not welcome.
Jews
We're
don't-
good. We're like New York. We're good. Don't move here. Oh, crime wave. Crime wave. Crime wave.
Patrice always said that Jews don't want you to be Jewish.
No, we don't. And why
Why?
would you? Why? Because it's like we got our special thing. It's the only thing that makes us special is our small numbers.
But this is what sounds a little conspiratorial.
Because we have ins that you don't have.
Well, no, it's just going, we have, and we don't need you. Christians were like knocking on your door, like, be one of us.
Dude, when I used to wear my yarmulke
Yeah.
at my summer job, some lady black chick got into 50 years old, got into the elevator. It's like, what floor? She goes, do you accept the Lord Jesus Christ, your personal savior? And I was like, I don't. You know I don't. That's why I'm wearing the yarmulke. And I was like, what floor though? She goes, Lord Jesus Christ loves all. And I was like, okay, that's good enough. What floor? She goes, I'm not even, I just saw you guys. I'm not even like in this building.
Yeah.
That's gall.
What about Jews for Jesus?
Come on. A little conflicted.
It's weird, right?
It's weird. It's weird.
The greatest Jew of all time.
Oh, that's a good question. Jesus is up there. He succeeded where no one else did. Larry David's probably too. The Rothschilds. I mean, they built an empire. Who are they? You know them more than I do.
Oh, I do know them.
You know them more than I do.
Meyer Rothschild.
Who was he?
Nathaniel. They were an insanely wealthy family.
Where did they get their money?
Well, they were in banking.
Okay.
When Jews were forced into banking.
You know what? So what? We're in banking. Oh, they were in the banks. We couldn't do anything else other than loan money.
I know.
So it's like, what do you want us to do? Not do that well?
And they started, to get popular.
Jews? Banks.
No, Rothschilds.
Oh, yeah.
When they were, there was like 5 of them. And they each, the father was like, they were like, you'll go here, you'll go here, you'll go here.
What, different parts of the world?
Yes, different parts of Europe.
Oh.
And they, they kind of famously, I think, bankrolled both sides, unless I'm completely wrong, but I don't think I am. They bankrolled both sides of a war, and it was France and England, maybe.
That's what they do. That's what politics does now with business. They're just like,
Yeah.
let's buy them both out.
It's just a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
But supposedly they're trillionaires, but they're
They
not.
bankroll both sides, so whoever wins owes you tons more.
Yeah. Now, supposedly they have a vast amount of wealth, but I don't know. I'm cobbling this together from message boards.
They don't want everything out there.
Yeah, they do not like stuff that's out there.
That's a capital T.
They're not like there's no show on the E network called The Rothschilds.
They're not doing like a boss show.
No, they're not on $1 Million Listing.
They're on Squid Games.
They're on Squid. They want to keep it low and keep it quiet.
What's the benefit of being known? None.
Fame has many negatives. Money has very few.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're smart. I know somebody who knows one of them.
Well, who's a Rothschild now? Like Bethany Rothschild? Is there?
No, there's a kid I know is a rich kid in New York City, went to school with a Rothschild. There's Nathaniel. There's de Rothschild too.
What's that?
That's the French version.
So they just made so much money, and now they just run shit. They choose laws and stuff.
There's all these conspiracies that they like kind of own all of the companies quietly.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
They probably have a piece of him, or it'd be like a Harvey Weinstein thing. It's like we don't do every movie, but when he was at his peak, but it's like don't fuck us, or you'll be out of business.
This should be good for the YouTube algorithm. A lot of Rothschild talk.
Watch Ari Shaffir's Jew on YouTube right now.
Ari Shaffir's Jew on YouTube right now. Do you talk about the Rothschilds at all?
No, not that. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about them.
Well,
I'm finding out right now. I'll go back and re-edit.
They're a big fucking deal.
The thing is with them. So it's not like they're helping other Jews. Right? They're like at the Illuminati table.
Can you get up, Gas Digital producer, get up, Lord Jacob de Rothschild confronted outside of the Metropolitan Club. I want you to watch this guy. He's kind of a lizard guy.
Okay.
And he's confronted outside of this exclusive.
How did they let him know who he was? Mistake. Yeah.
exclusive elite club called the Metropolitan Club, started by J.P. Morgan.
Not Jewish.
Right.
Okay.
And he's coming out of an event, and they kind of confront him.
Wait, so he was with J.P. Morgan.
No, J.P. Morgan's long dead. This was like recently.
J.P. Morgan, the bank that just dropped Kanye. Rothschild is a member of this J.P. Morgan's club.
Well, they
It's
all.
all tied.
I
It's
mean,
all tied in though. It's all tied
well,
in.
no. Now you're being facetious. Have you found anything?
He's got to turn on the monitor. I made him turn it off.
Right. Oh yeah. Why did you do that?
It's distracting.
I agree with you.
I hate it. But if we want to see something,
We got to watch this Rothschild get his comeuppance.
Wait, what? Somebody threw something in his face?
Well, here's what happened. No, someone went up to him and goes, "What are you doing with,
With J.P. Morgan?
No, stop with J.P. Morgan. You're getting so confused. You're doing this.
Oh my God! he's an
See?
empire.
We're not afraid, and we are waking up to the robber barons and the big banksters who are looting this economy with the Federal Reserve.
Where's bodyguards?
Well,
The New World Order has no legitimacy, and that we as a people are not afraid, and we are waking up to the robber barons and
You
the
should
big
be afraid.
banksters who are looting this
Right.
economy with the Federal Reserve.
do you have a couple minutes for us, Mr. Rothschild? We have a few additional questions.
Where's bodyguards?
I kind of like him.
He's standing there taking it. Are you nuts? All
It's one of these organizations that a lot of people say is the source of inhumane products all across the world.
There's just a fucking garbage truck there.
That was started by your family.
No, it's completely untrue. I was asked that earlier. It really isn't true. No.
It's not
His
true.
accent is from a country that doesn't exist.
It's a country somewhere between Normandy. I'm a Norman.
Dude.
Yeah, yes. But do you see what I
Where's
mean?
bodyguards?
How cool is he? He's a real life lizard villain.
When
but
I met
maybe
the owners,
not.
when I met
Maybe
the owners of the UFC, who are fucking penny stocks compared to this guy,
right?
I got a bit scared because I was like, you could have me disappeared.
Yeah.
Not that you wanted to, but the fact that I'm dealing with someone who easily could and not face any repercussions.
Well, Rogan.
This
could
guy
have
is
us
on
disappeared,
another
too.
level.
Rogan could have us killed
Sort of.
with his money. He can't. He couldn't have us
He
killed.
doesn't have the influence these guys have.
But he could
own
call
casinos.
He could call someone.
He could call someone. He would know who to call that could do it.
Yeah.
But now,
any
now
one
there's
of
a
our
chain. Now
friends
there's a
would kill
chain.
us for money.
This
But-
guy could, whoever that's talking to that guy, he's like, we're not scared of you. I want to be like, you should be scared
No,
of
he
him.
could vaporize.
He's looking at him going,
Yeah.
do I want to?
Oh, is it?
Do I want to eat your soul?
Oh no.
How do you think I've lived to 200?
It's just not true, is it?
Live stem cells.
But that's kind of what their deal is.
They run shit.
You know who's married to one of them?
Whitney Cummings.
Nikki Hilton.
Really?
Yes. Get up, Nikki Hilton's husband.
How is it wealthy marrying wealtly?
Yeah, of
Pass it
course.
around
Who are they gonna
some.
marry?
Pass it around. Marry a fucking
Of course
slob.
they're going to marry.
Marry a slobber baron.
Marry a slobber. She's married to one of the Rothschilds.
He can't be. Maybe he's good looking. Maybe he's good looking.
I think he's hot. I think. I'm not sure.
Because they probably, because their offspring will be good looking.
Let's get a nice photo of them.
And he's Jewish. He looks like Harry Styles.
He's a piece.
I'll trust you on this one. A little inbred.
He's a little inbred.
Yeah. He's got the vampire ears and vampire nose.
He's in.
That's who the Jewish bankers were in Harry Potter.
The Gringotts.
Yeah, pull them up. It's similar.
Pull up the Gringot
And
bankers.
go face to face, facing each other.
And were you offended at that?
I mean, no, but I could tell what it was. It's pretty fucking obvious. And they're like, don't go ears. Just make it ears. That's what they did in Star Trek. Make it ears. Yeah. No.
Isn't the way forward?
Why did he have to kill them all? He's just gonna give them a loan.
RAYCON earbuds are the best earbuds on the market. They're better than the other earbuds. They're a lot less expensive. They have like 8 hours of fucking playtime. Have you ever had a RAYCON earbud in your ear?
RAYCON. What are
No,
they?
RAYCON is good, dude.
I feel like I have used
It
it
has
before.
no, you haven't. They're wireless and they have a comfortable fit. They make it easy. It's a great holiday gift.
What holiday?
Thanksgiving,
Get there. There's another one.
Christmas,
One more.
Hanukkah.
It's closer. Hanukkah.
You know what everyone needs?
Yeah. Wireless earbuds.
Raycon.
Guys, you want someone sneaking up behind you? Of course you do. It's living dangerously.
Well, they have all these new modes where you can hear the rest of the world and the music.
They should be able to amplify degenerates behind you.
They have an alert.
Amplify steps.
They have an alertness mode, an
Really?
awareness mode. Yes, it's all in there, folks. Go to raycon.com/Tim and use code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. That's raycon.com/Tim and use the word EARLYBF. That's the code.
What's that mean?
20% off site-wide. Or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles.
Do it. Do the 30, not the 20. Everyone, it's important. Do the 30, not the 20.
That's code EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/Tim for 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tim for 20%. They are great headphones. I'm telling you right now.
Give me some. Anything wrong? They just had a bank. He killed them all. Harry killed them all. He blew up the whole fucking thing.
Oh, Harry Potter?
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
They had to go. Now listen. Don't you think that...
You're such a good cider. Now listen.
Don't you think we get over all this stuff by forgetting about the Holocaust? We stop talking about it. It's enough already. Stop with the museums. It's very depressing. Don't you think we just move on forward?
That's a tough one. I tell you what. If my special gets to 20 million views,
Right.
then sure.
Don't you think... It's
40
just,
acres
it's
is done.
depressing. It's never ending with
I wish
it.
they would focus on the positive Judaism, not the fucking negative
Well, this
path.
is what I mean. I mean, do we have to constantly with the museums and I mean,
come on.
I mean,
Jesus, that's a Rothschild.
I mean,
Wow. Oh
Does
my
this-
God.
by the way,
oh my God.
does this episode stay up for an hour even?
Who owns YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know.
John Yu from China and Jimmy Tube.
I don't
Oh
even
my
know. But
God,
we're just
that's a
having
bad
fun.
one.
Comedians having fun.
Oh,
with
we don't mean anything. Rothschilds, all due respect to the
it's
higher
hard.
power.
It's hard to talk about these things because
They say you can't make fun of Jews, but you can.
we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
But
I mean, you have one here to do it. You didn't do this last week with Bobby Kelly.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah. Off stage, though, as soon as the
We
cameras went
argued
off.
about if lakes or oceans were better.
What? What a fucking dimwit. What a halfwit.
I don't know. We've all been talking for, a million
Yeah.
years, and
What a podcast's going to die already.
they will die, I think, as soon as the celebrities invade them, and they're going to invade them.
We thought it would be any moment. The one guy tried, but then he killed somebody up close, so that didn't work.
It'll get to a point. Some will stick around, but then I think a lot of it's just there's no next thing yet.
Right.
And people there'll always be podcasts. Somebody's always going to be commuting or on a treadmill or watching something they like. But what podcasts never became is movies
Nope.
or TV shows.
They tried for a while. They tried making TV shows.
Yeah.
It's just my podcast,
It's
but in a TV show. People are
No.
like, Stern did it. It was just bonus features.
So what it will be is when I think when there's a next cool thing, because young kids are on Twitch.
Right. We're not on Twitch.
They're live streaming.
Fuck. We're fucked.
The
We're all
young
doomed.
kids, we're not fucked. It's just that's their thing. They live stream, and that's what they do.
Can they get boners anymore?
No, because they're all on SSRIs.
Yeah.
I would sell my podcast to the Rothschilds.
Yeah. And would you keep it going and be like, just deliver our message?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's practice.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show, brought to you by the Rothschilds.
Oh, it's that on the level.
I'd say that on the level.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
okay.
it's signage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I haven't fucking. No, I was in Salt Lake and it dried up my face. Everybody's gonna think I'm like doing signals, but my face is like fucking. My skin's falling off. But ladies and gentlemen, blah blah blah. Brought to you by the Rothschilds. And then we would be like, I'd just be like, pay your fucking bills, peasants.
Pay your bills. It's important these landlords get by. It's trickle down effect.
Pay the bills. It's the landlord is good.
Yeah, he keeps the neighborhoods from crumbling.
The landlord knows whether you should live in the apartment or not. Don't question him.
If the gas is off, it's for a reason. Maybe you shouldn't have an infant in the unit.
Stop whining about the prices of everything. Just go out and buy it.
Just buy.
Just consume. Thank you. This podcast has been brought to you by the Rothschilds.
Thank you, Rothschilds, for bringing us everything good in the world. Progress.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's like the way I look at the world, I just say,
Can't you just not give a fuck? Isn't that a possible? All these people, Black Lives Matter, the Jews thing, Ukraine, fucking Afghanistan,
is that a new tattoo?
Yeah, I got it in Ecuador.
What is it?
It's a flower that's in the jungle a lot.
What kind of flour?
𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐃.
Elacuña.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like lobster claws. I loved it. Every time I saw it, I loved it. I was walking around there with a machete once trying to get him, and I walked too far away from the jungle and too into like civilization.
What I like about you is when you get canceled, you flee the country.
I wanted to flee anyway.
Yeah.
When Delta was going up again, I was like, sweet, get it higher. I'm going to Peru.
When you get canceled, you are like in a third world country, literally hacking through the jungle.
I'm going to be having a good time. I remember when January 6th happened, all praise the heroes. They were like, it's the end of democracy. And I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
And people were like, that's not our take on it. And I'm like,
now, what do you like so much about slumming around the third world like a savage?
You get to zoofy people. You get to look at them as lesser than you and be around them.
Because you go
It's
to
a
like
safari of sorts.
You go to like a yurt.
Yeah.
You'll stay in a goddamn yurt with like weird freaks.
I take a $50 bill with them. I let them all see it. I'm like, this will change your fucking year.
You'll go to like Malaysia.
I have not been to Malaysia, but I've been all around Malaysia. Indonesia, East Timor.
Oh, it's the same. Come on.
Cambodia.
You go there, and what do you tell them? Do you tell them you got canceled?
I've never got there. They wouldn't understand what that is. People are mad at me. They're like, why did you not basket weave today?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
They know who Kobe Bryant is.
he's famous everywhere.
Yeah. I think you'd be able to explain it.
I'm like, this guy, he didn't pass much. He was he was 6th best Laker of all time.
When you come back to America.
Yeah.
What do those experiences make you feel about our country? Do you feel anything?
Legit, the toilet paper, it blows my mind when I
Right.
get back here. I take that for granted until I get back here from the fucking horrors of foreign toilets.
So when you get back to America, are you like, we're the shit or no?
It's just overcrowded. There are definitely some nice things. The toilet paper is not a joke. It's a joke, but it's not a joke. You wipe and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. We have great, like, everything everywhere. But also, it's like, it's a bit much and impersonal.
Do you tell Justin?
No one says hello.
Because we have the same agent.
Yeah, he hates that I leave.
Do you ever tell him when you're leaving?
I told him last time when I left for like 4 months.
What did he say?
He's like, no. Come on. Hello, but can I get your gig out there? Are there gigs in East Timor?
He's a good agent.
Yeah, he is.
Right?
He keeps Jewing you.
And his wife is gorgeous.
Oh, she's the best.
Have you seen his wife?
Yeah, she's great.
She's like gorgeous and great.
Yeah, she stays in shape by not having any seconds.
And she says like y'all.
Yeah,
And when a
she's
woman
great.
says y'all, it's good because you know you're waking up to eggs and she's not screaming about Sylvia Plath.
Even you can get a boner for that.
For sure.
Yeah, he tries to talk me out of it, but it's like, you got to live your life. Duncan said this to me once. I was fighting with Comedy Central. I was like, I want to go see the world. But they're fucking yapping at me. They're like, we're going to be mad at you if you go away. And he goes, Ari, you want to see the world, and some business that's owned by fucking Viacom wants you to not see the world. So what's the argument even?
Well, the argument is that
Make more money.
You have I mean, if the Rothschilds thought like that.
I'm not looking to be that.
If the Rothschilds thought like you, where the hell would we be?
Where would everybody be?
Where would anyone
What
be?
about the benefits they've given us?
A
The
ton.
society they've given us.
What do you think about Jeffrey Epstein and the Mossad? It just as we wind it down, can you give a quick
The link between the two?
the Mossad and Jeffrey Epstein and the honeypot and the blackmail and IPAC and Israel and the
IPAC,
and the
forgot about
mega
IPAC.
group and the Bronfman family.
I don't know
and
the honeypot. You know more terms than I do about the wealthy.
Yeah.
We converge on Jews and wealth. You love old wealth, and
Yes.
we are that.
Yes.
But I don't
Yeah.
know it day to day like you do.
honeypot means you get stuck in it. You come and you fuck somebody you shouldn't. We photograph and video you, and then we blackmail you.
You're right. Smart.
Do you think it was a Mossad operation?
Killing Harvey Weinstein?
Are
I mean,
you in
Jeffrey
the
Epstein?
Mossad?
You know, I got a call after
Yeah.
from the Israeli intelligence agency. After
The Mossad.
there's a writer
Pretend not to know the name.
named Ari Shaffir, and he writes for Seth Rogen. So every time he does something, I get some calls like, congratulations. And after they did that thing with Korea, my parents got called at home from the Mossad and said, we need to talk to your son. And they were like, it's not him. And they're like, ma'am, we need to talk to your son.
Wow.
That's how unintelligent they are.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe the Mossad is unintelligent.
I think it was the Israeli intelligence agency and not the Mossad.
Well, then
Mossad's
maybe
more of the armed wing of it.
Yeah. So then maybe it's the
They always got the Holocaust guys, though.
It's the
They always
farm
got the
team.
Nazis, the ones that live in Argentina, living the good life. They just get a bag over their head one day and like, what the fuck?
The
And they're
Mossad
like,
is so good at what they do.
Mossad. They're the best. They're the best.
They kill it.
They kill it, literally. Yes, double.
Any parting words about Jews or the Holocaust or the Rothschild?
Guys, don't focus on the negatives in the past. Focus on the
Have
good
fun.
things.
Matzah
I
sucks.
can focus on this.
Matzah sucks.
You go fuck yourself. You bought store-bought matzah. You need the fucking handmade.
Well,
the
I do-
handmade
I
is $30 a box.
I do actually need that.
Yeah, I'll get you that in Pesach.
What about lavash? It's like matzah.
Yeah.
I support Jewish
Hummus.
delis. I love them.
Yeah.
I love smoked fish.